everybody, this is something that you just are not going to see every day. We are in Beaver Dam, Kentucky. Yes, we are back at Casey's. We seem to really like this pit stop. We seem to really like this pit stop. Wait a second, wait. No, we seem to really like this pit stop in Beaver Dam, Kentucky. Steven!
I'm unplugging here, ladies and gentlemen. Ruthie wants me to put on an act for you.
Steven made his own coffee right outside. Wait,
I'm not putting on no
wait. He literally made his own coffee outside of Casey's. He took his coffee pot and he really made his own coffee. He already had the beans ground up.
Hey, really?
I'm gonna show him your coffee beans.
You really did it.
He brought his grinder. See, there's his grinder right here. So,
Ruthie, quit pulling everything out. Go, scram.
So
everything packed away.
Steven made his
Quit pulling everything out.
Steven made his own coffee.
Scram.
What? So instead of spending $3 on a cup of coffee, instead of spending $3 on a cup of coffee, he made his own coffee right here. Had the pot out and everything. That's something you don't see every day.
It's not so much the price, it's how lousy everybody's coffee is. Of course, it's also expensive, but it really sucks to get a cup of coffee and it tastes like dirty freaking dishwater.
So this is Sunday, May 18th, 2025, and this is our last pit stop, I think, before getting home. We had a good visit with AJ today. A very nice visit with him, a 3-hour visit with him. So we went up yesterday and got a room in Winchester, and now our final
a full tank of gas and a hot cup of fresh ground coffee.
Can you imagine somebody pulling up to Casey's and seeing somebody with a coffee pot making their own coffee?
Like, wow, that guy must be a real connoisseur of coffee or something going on there.
That's really something, it is. So, that's our last pit stop. We're about maybe an hour. Are we an hour away from home, roughly?
Yeah, about 120 miles.
So, yep, we're going to be home tonight, and we've had a good weekend of it, I guess.
Nice headache rack sitting over there.
Traveling up yesterday, and what is that? What are you sniffing? What is that?
It's nobody's undies, I guarantee you that.
Steven's over here sniffing. Purino's.
This opens your sinuses up.
Purino's. It's just a sinus opener.
That's all it is.
Alrighty, well, we had a great visit with AJ, and excited to see our boy for his birthday. The young teenager that he is.
Yeah, he was in pretty good spirits.
Yes, he was. And Steven, originally, you were going to try to head out tomorrow and go on.
I was going to head out, but and I would have, but when I pulled that radiator out and found the damage to the air-to-air intercooler, now I got to get me an intercooler. So plus I want to pull the fan belt and check all the pulleys, but I would already done that. Just once I found the intercooler like that, they just put a brake on everything, because I need to get another intercooler. Can't be driving around with a hole in the intercooler like that. So. Plus the top of it's ripped up. It's been the bracket ripped up, and it's ripped the fins back, so it's no good. So it's amazing that it's ran as good as it did, and I agree with Master Mechanic.
YouTube is awesome.
YouTube want to be awesome, so I agree with him. It's probably what that stutter is once it can get into a heavy pull, because it's losing some pressure.
So you're not going to be able to head out until you take care of that.
Hopefully I get it all back together tomorrow. I'm going to try. the ones from Freightliner because they're $1,200. So maybe I can get one overnighted to me. I've seen some for about between $400 and $500 and $600. It's a lot better than $1,200. So, and then I want to take the fan belt off and check all the pulleys and stuff and make sure they're good. While I'm there, I mean I'm there, right? So I know. I should check the pressure on the water pipe, and I should do this, and I should do a lot of things. Well, the number one thing I need to do is get to work. That's what I need to do. All this going to court and all these doctors and all that stuff isn't making me money, and so I need to get to work. And I gotta be back on June something, and for some more stuff for AJ, and then I need to get back to work then. Hopefully I don't have, well, I'll probably have to do oil changes and everything when I get back then, I'm sure.
Yes, today is May 18th, and June 17th, a month away, June 17th, we have another court.
I'll probably have to order some more AMS oil because I'm sure I don't have enough to do another oil change.
We have another court date. So between,
woohoo, that's nice.
So,
that's so much better than going in and buying a freaking cup of coffee and being so disappointed. Make your own cup of coffee, you know what you got.
well, I have to admit, that's pretty unique and original. Only my husband would plug in his coffee pot outside Casey's. That's really something.
Well, I walked over and made sure they had a plug before I went over there. So I said, yep, there's a plug. And I got a plan.
Okay.
So I got my gas and pulled up over there. Had my beans ground up this morning, and they're ready to go. So all I did was plug her in.
And AJ enjoyed some coffee when we were with him.
He finished off my cup of coffee. I said, well, because they wouldn't let us make me. I was going to make him a cup, but they said that I wasn't allowed to do it there. So.
Isn't that ridiculous? So
anyway,
ridiculous.
I let him finish up my cup of coffee.
That place has rules that change every day, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to plug in your coffee grinder and your coffee pot and make a coffee.
I don't know. It might influence them youngsters into grinding up, brewing some toenails or something.
But they wouldn't let us make even though we had the coffee.
Brew up some toenails.
They wouldn't let us make AJ a fresh cup of coffee.
Toenails, not toenails.
Oh, but at least he got to finish yours. He got to finish your cup of coffee. So he
really freaking inhaled it.
He did inhale it.
I said, sip on it. There's enough there for me to sip on for the next couple of hours.
But he inhaled it. He loves coffee.
Yeah, he's just like his mama. Hey, that's the way his mama is. She don't sip on a cup of coffee. She get a big, gigantic tumbler. You know, it's like 3 times the size of this right here. About 3 times the size of that. And she'll sit there and go, boom. You can listen to her. Boom, 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 boom. You're like, wow. What are you doing over there? That was like pouring out a gas can. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, Muhlenberg County. We're in Muhlenberg County, Kentucky. Oh,
she'll knock off a cup of coffee, and I probably have 2 or 3 sips on mine. She'll be back with her second cup of coffee, goop, 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 and I'll probably just be getting started on my cup of coffee. Because I don't drink my cup of coffee. I sip on it. It's like a cup of coffee lasts me hours.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I have 2 big things of coffee every morning, and I'm not a sipper.
No, you're a gulper. You're where they came up with that terminology for the big gulp. Gulp.
Oh no.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
Oh, not.
Yeah, it really surprises me. I'll just be sitting there in the silence of the morning with just me and the Lord Jesus Christ. My wife is sitting, and Mustang.
Steven!
What? I mean, I know I'm rude, I'm mean, I'm an ass, all that, just because I told the truth. Darn it. What can a man do? I'm not going to tell a lie and put roses around a story just so I ain't hurt nobody's feelings.
Well, thank
Oh,
you.
ladies and gentlemen, Ruthie's so delicate. She holds up her tumbler and goes goop goop. And it's so wonderful, goop goop. Say goop goop, sir. Our tumbler are just nice with finesse. Goop goop.
Steven. Well, Steven, thank you for driving us 5 hours yesterday and 5 hours back home. Thank you. And I'm glad that we made it a 2-day event. Whereas on Easter Sunday, which was 4 weeks ago
I know
today.
if I had just sat there on Saturday, I'd be pulling my hair out because I couldn't get hair to hair to put on that freaking. So I just keep pulling my hair out. Might as well go ahead and break the weekend up.
Yeah.
Go on over there, get rested up. That way we were all fresh and just drove right up there and visited with AJ.
Yep. Got to have 3 hours with him, and it went by very, very fast. Just hit 2.
And Mr. Who's that new guy that's on our channel? Burgess. One on our Facebook.
Oh, Matt Berger.
Yeah, Mr. Matt Berger. We gave him a great big old hug.
We sure did. We loved up our son and gave him all kinds of love.
Yeah.
Although he wiped my kiss off. He doesn't want his mama's kiss.
He sure got some stinking armpits, boy, I tell you what.
Yeah, he uses deodorant, but he's going through puberty.
I don't know what you call it, but it sure does stink.
Again, he's going through puberty. He's 13, so his armpits are not that great. So, but I still love my son, stinky armpits and all. And I gave him a big kiss, and he wiped it off. Because he's 13 and he doesn't want his mom to give him kisses. So, well, okay, everybody. So, we are going to be home in about an hour. So,
About an hour? What's an hour?
an hour, roughly an hour.
Oh, but you said an hour, so I was just wondering what is an hour? An hour?
An hour.
Is that an hour that's now?
That's right. That's right.
So that'd be
So,
a now hour.
there you go.
So instead of later hours, or yesterday hours, or before hours, it's a now hour.
That's right.
An hour.
There you go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be home in an hour, so have a wonderful day wherever you are. Have lots of fun. Enjoy your hour. Don't forget to ring that bell. God bless. And later.
The coffee. I think the coffee's gotten to you, Steven.